Dolau here with YesFinanciallyFree.com, and I have live on TikTok and live on YouTube. I am live every day at 5 a.m. Hawaii time, 11 a.m. Eastern with the gratitude practice, peace practice, financial freedom affirmations, and financial freedom visualization practice. So let's begin with gratitude. We're going to say thank you for 1 minute. Alexa, set timer for 1 minute.
1 minute timer started.
Thank you, thank you, thank you. I woke up breathing this morning. Thank you for the air I breathe. Thank you for all the arguments I have with my husband and my son and anyone else I've ever met in my life, for all of the lessons I've learned. Thank you that I become a better person because I realize that I do the same things these people do. Thank you. Thank you that I learn and grow every day. Thank you I become a better version of myself. Thank you for everyone who's ever joined and given me a good comment. Thank you for everyone who's ever joined my lives and given me a bad comment. Thank you for anyone who's ever joined and actually watched my live. Thank you for everyone who's ever joined and hopped in and hopped off. Thank you for YouTube. Thank you for TikTok. Thank you for my subscribers. Thank you for people who didn't choose to subscribe. Thank you for followers. Thank you for warnings, and thank you for blocking, and thank you for all of these things I've gone through in my life. Thank you for the injury to my knee, which made me appreciate my knees more. Thank you. Thank you for that. Alexa, stop. Wow, I was very energetic on my thank yous this morning. Okay, see, sometimes a minute isn't enough. Just do it more on your own, but I love doing thank you practice. We're going to do our peace practice next. Before we start the peace practice, my name is May Dodolau. Again, I live in Waikiki with my husband, Jomel, and our 12-year-old son, Jordan. Back in 2011, I had over $40,000 of credit card debts, line of credit debts. At the time, I was working a bank job that made less than $40,000 a year. So that was more money. I owed more money than I made in a year. I started paying off the debt, of course. Well, at the time, I was already paying debt, but I was depressed about it. So anyways, I was paying off debt, and I created a system. And the system helped me pay off the debt and stay focused and stay hopeful and positive. So by 2016, paid off all the debt, quit my job, December 23, 2016 was my last day. And our net worth had improved by about $500,000. We were making almost $500 a month in passive income, mostly from dividends from stocks. So I started coaching clients to do what I did in what I call Finance Freedom Mastermind programs, which you can find out more about at YesFinanciallyFree.com. So that is who I am, and I can show you actually right now my blog, so you can see what I'm talking about. Every day on my blog, YesFinanciallyFree.com, I have replays because I am live every single day. I am live. It's really quite an interesting practice to go live every single day early in the morning like this. So there it is. My replays are live on the blog every single day. They are there. You can check them out anytime you wish. If you miss a day, if you want to go back and see another day. I also have free training replays on my blog. 717 I did in options trading, how to get paid to buy stocks. You can find that on my blog. Hit the play button. You can see the first 13 minutes. If you like the whole webinar, you can just get it for free by joining my email list. So you just go to the right side, put in your first name, email, hit the yes button. You'll get a free ebook. You can also do it by going to the Contact Us page at YesFinanciallyFree.com. And you get the free ebook, Working Parents Guide to Financial Freedom. You get the replays to those webinars. You get the Zoom invites to the webinars to come on live. And you get a form to fill out if you want to request a live training. Just put your name, email, hit the Get Instant Access button. And that's how you can see all the live trainings and get in contact with me as well. All right? All right. So that is a tour of the blog, YesFinanciallyFree.com. Let's do our peace practice. All right. The peace practice, and it's really changed my life a lot. All of these have. The peace practice recently has completely changed it a lot. So the first step of the peace practice is to write the sentence, today is going to be my peaceful day. All right? And then you read it several times, and then you say it out loud. Today is going to be my peaceful day. And then no one can take that away from you except you, if you decide you don't want peace in your life, yeah? Today is going to be my peaceful day. Yep. And then after you write that sentence and do that, we do a mindfulness breathing practice. Although Bhante Panakara, the leader for the Walk for Peace, he's a monk. He led the Walk for Peace from October 26th, I think, to February 14th. They walked 112 days, every day nonstop, even during snowstorms they walked. And they walked 20 to 30 miles a day. So that was the Walk for Peace. One of the monks got injured. He had a truck hit their vehicle. The vehicle hit 3 of them, and one of the monks went to the hospital by helicopter, and his leg got amputated. So that is the Walk for Peace. They taught this peace practice, right? Now, the next, what I was trying to say is that the leader, he said that if you just write that sentence, today's going to be my peaceful day, every day, that will in itself already change your life. So if you say you don't have time for it, you can just try writing that sentence and see how it goes. Appreciate everyone who's joining live. Thank you for being on. Bailey, thank you. User 2345, thank you. Juliet and David. Okay, so now we are going to do the mindfulness breathing. What is it? All we do is focus on our breath. So when you breathe in, count 1, breathe out, count 1, breathe in, count 2, out 2, 3, 3. All right? 4, 4, 5, 5. Then you go back to 1 and you go to 6. 1 to 7, 1 to 8, 1 to 9, 1 to 10, then start back from 1 and go to 5 and start over again. If you lose track of your counting your own breath, all right? You're not trying to control your breath, you're just counting it. If you lose track, just start over from 1 and begin again. Don't be mad at yourself if you lose track, okay? We are all beautiful beings, and we are all in a process in our lives, and, you know, we make up stories sometimes. Yeah, I do. I don't know. If you lose track of counting a lot, you could make up this story. Oh, I'm no good at this. I can't do this. Meditation isn't for me, right? That's a story you would make up in your head. So instead of making up stories, just do it again. Yeah? Cut out the whole making story stuff, and then you've saved how many hours of your life, right? In one day, maybe. Okay. So while you're doing the counting and while you're noticing your breath, if thoughts come to distract you, notice the thought in your mind and say to the thought in your mind, say thought, 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 come back to your breathing. Then the thought will eventually disappear. Same with feelings, feeling, like pain, itchiness, numbness. Say that to the feeling, come back to your breath. Sounds, like dings on phones, yeah? Or car alarms that go off outside, birds chirping, whatever it is. Sound, come back to your breathing so you don't get distracted, right? Alexa, we're gonna start now, okay? Alexa, set timer for 1 minute.
1 minute timer.
So close your eyes, breathe in 3 deep breaths and relax your body. Now just focus on your breathing and count your breaths. Slight smile on your face. Alexa, stop. All right, that is the breathing practice. I hope you enjoyed that. You can do that every hour, for once an hour when you're doing work. If you have an 8-hour workday, you can do that just to 1 minute out of an hour. If you have a lunch break, you can, instead of talking about your day and gossiping about other people, or just talking about whatever it is that you would talk about at lunch hour, you could actually focus on your breath and do this practice instead. And night before you go to bed, take 1 hour out of your time You've spent the whole day pleasing other people, so now you're going to spend time for yourself and just focus on your breath. And check your day. Is there anything you did to harm anyone else? Say sorry, ask forgiveness, promise not to do it again. And if someone did something to harm you, forgive them. This is easier said than done. Then go to sleep at night. And then when you wake up the next morning, fix your bed nice, neat, and tidy. And then go to the bathroom. Don't look at your cell phone when you go to bed at night. An hour before you go to bed, don't look at your cell phone or any device. When you wake up in the morning, don't look at your cell phone or any device either. And then after that, after your bathroom, you do your peace practice that we just taught. Today is going to be my peaceful day and all that. So that's the peace practice. Oh, and while you do your things during the day, be mindful, do one thing at a time. So when you're driving, just focus on driving. Don't talk, don't eat, don't do your makeup while you're driving. That kind of thing. When you're eating, don't talk while you eat. Just chew, taste your food, swallow it. Yeah? And when you're cooking, don't listen to music or watch TV. This makes sense. Okay, a lot of people will like to watch their shows or their phones while they eat if they're by themselves instead of just eating. So that's something to contemplate on your own. Next step for our daily morning practice is the financial freedom affirmations and financial freedom visualization. So we're going to take another tour of the blog while I show you where to get financial freedom affirmations, okay? So here we go. Flipping over the screen, you can see the blog, yesfinanciallyfree.com. Yeah. Now if you go here to the menu, you're going to have Map to Freedom. So we're going to click on that, Map to Freedom. And if you go to Map to Freedom, there's a lot of things in here I've written about how to become financially free, what I've done in my life, services I provide. But map number 5 is called Do It Yourself. It's absolutely free. You don't have to pay me anything. You just go through it and get any information you want. I put in a lot of information on different blogs. You can just read the title and see whatever you like and just read it and learn from it. Leave a comment about it. 643 affirmations for financial freedom, affirmation, abundance, money, and prosperity is one of those blog posts. It's got a lot of affirmations on it. We're just going to scroll and stop and do some affirmations together, all right? So all you do is repeat after me. This is to create thoughts that are conducive to creating financial freedom in your mind, because thoughts lead to feelings, feelings lead to actions, and your actions lead to results in your life. So if you want to become financially free, you start at the root of the whole thing, and that is your thoughts about money and yourself, right? Okay, so say with me. I am wealthy. I am wealthy. How am I wealthy? How am I wealthy? Why am I wealthy? Why am I wealthy? I always have money. I always have money. Why do I always have money? Why do I always have money? How do I always have money? How do I always have money? I attract financial abundance. I attract financial abundance. How do I attract financial abundance? How do I attract financial abundance? Why do I attract financial abundance? Why do I attract financial abundance? My mind is finely tuned for attracting massive wealth. My mind is finely tuned for attracting massive wealth. How is my mind finely tuned for attracting massive wealth? How is my mind finely tuned for attracting massive wealth? I always think positively about money. I always think positively about money. How do I always think positively about money? How do I always think positively about money? Let's see, one more. I always find a way to make a large profit. I always find a way to make a large profit. How do I always find a way to make a large profit? How do I always find a way to make a large profit? All right, so those are our affirmations for today. I hope you enjoyed them. Now we're going to do our financial freedom visualization. Financial freedom visualization, you just imagine right now that you are already financially free. All right? So what are you doing with your life? Who are you with? What is happening? Okay? So you might be thinking you're on vacation. You might be thinking just that you have enough money in your bank account and nothing's really changed, but you just, you feel good about that. You go to work and you're like, I choose to be here, right? I want to be here. Yeah. It's not about the money anymore. It's about enjoying and supporting and caring and offering good services to others, being great at your job, maybe because you just want to be great at it because you love your job, or maybe you quit your job like I did and you do something else. I wanted to be a full-time mom. that's what I really wanted to do. So that's what I do, right? Whatever it is that you want to do, okay? All right, so Alexa, set timer for 1 minute.
1 minute timer started.
Close your eyes and just imagine you are financially free right now. Feel the feelings of being free. Who are you with? What is happening? What are the sounds, temperature, taste? Go ahead, do that now. Alexa, stop. All right, I hope you enjoyed imagining you're financially free. Now we're going to end our morning practice together. I really appreciate everyone joined on. I'm just going to show you my blog one more time, just to show you if you really want to get help from me in regards to financial freedom or creating more free time in your life. Go to the blog, yesfinanciallyfree.com. Okay, so go to yesfinanciallyfree.com. I'm going to give you a tour. All right, it's really fun to go on tours, right? So I showed you contact us. I showed you map to freedom. Now we're going to go to the products page. The other two beside it are actual services and membership programs I have. Okay. So we're going to scroll down. There's all these products and programs I have. Every month I talk about one in detail. So today I'm going to talk about the 7-day financial freedom challenge. Now, 7-day financial freedom challenge. Want to create 2 streams of passive income in 7 days. Click here, right? So you click here, and this challenge is for 7 days. You get 1 email a day. You do the actions in that email for that day. And by the end of 7 days, if you actually do the actions, and they're not complicated or hard, okay? If you actually do these actions, you will have 2 streams of passive income in 7 days. One is a high-yield savings account, one is dividends from stocks, okay? So you learn the basic steps to become financially free, and you set a realistic date for your financial freedom. Guess what? Go ahead and click on this, and the price for this amazing product is $7 one-time payment. So it's everyone can afford that. Yeah, so just go do that now. If you don't make passive income at all, if you have no clue about financial freedom, if you haven't even set a date for when you want to be financially free and you don't know how to become financially free, then this product is the easiest, the most affordable, $7. You can get it done in 7 days. It's efficient. You'll be done in 1 week. 1 week from now, you'll be able to tell me you took the 7-day challenge and you're finally making passive income. You have a date for your financial freedom. So that is the 7-day financial freedom challenge. Yeah? All right. So that's the blog, yesfinanciallyfree.com. It has a lot of great stuff on it. Go ahead and check it out and look at it in your own time. And thank you for being on today's live. If you haven't subscribed on YouTube or followed on TikTok, please do so right now. And then you'll get notifications when I'm live, and you can join me every morning. I really am live every morning. And last night I had so much heat because my son wanted me to keep watching these Chinese dramas, and my husband was watching them, and my son was like, no, don't go to bed. And I'm like, I wake up every morning at 4:10 in the morning, honey. And he's like, no, just watch shows with them. I'm like, do you want mommy to get sleep at night? So I get a lot of heat from my family, from myself sometimes, but I always wake up and I always do these lives every single day, okay? So check out the replays on my blog. The only time I don't do this is when I'm on vacation, okay? That's it. So have a great day. I'll see you again tomorrow at the same time, 5 a.m. Hawaii time, 11 a.m. Eastern. All right? And I'm going to announce the new training for August soon. So if you want to see last month's training, you got to go see it soon and get on that email list, because after I do the new training, the old training is no longer available for my email list. All right? So if you want to see the new training in August, join the email list, and I will see you soon.